What's up? It's the one and only Humble Stunna back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in again. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you like the video. And as you guys know, if you've been here long enough, you know I do these videos for fun. So if anything, just show love and comment down below if you have any opinions on what what we about to react to right now. I'm a little excited right now. Well, this reason shouldn't be why I'm excited. But we're about to react to a video of Johnathan Majors, which has some phenomenal roles in some of the movies he has played, which is Creed. I feel like he had a great actor performance when he went through that with Michael B. Jordan. I think it was Creed 3. And then you also had the one and only Quantumanium with Marvel Studios with Ant-Man. So I feel like those put him on the map for the kind of actor he is. For me personally, as a 23-year-old that watched those type of movies, boxing and Marvel, I feel like those is top status of what I've seen wise. But unfortunately, he has been charged and convicted on misdemeanor reckless and assault and harassment charges. And I want to see what's going on. I saw him running in one of these videos of, like, you know how, I don't know if you guys ever watched Get Out. You probably have. But you ever seen the black guy that was running like straight to the guy? That's how he was looking, like he was running from his girlfriend, the white girlfriend he was at the time. But that's the only video I found of the situation. But now he's doing a interview on, I guess, to update us what's going on, because he has been dropped by Marvel. So I don't know how well Marvel's gonna do without King the Conqueror. And the phenomenal storyline they had adding up to that that kind of series they were going to go into, the King Dynasty. But besides that, let me start the video. And this is on ABC News. This is on the future of Johnathan Majors in Hollywood. So let's see what it is. And let me know how y'all feel in the comments about this, definitely, because this is crazy.
He was on his way to becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, with acclaim for his dramatic performances and a promising future as a Marvel villain. But now actor Johnathan Majors is facing the possibility of up to a year in jail after a conviction on misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment in connection with an altercation involving his then-girlfriend. He sat down exclusively with me.
Hold on. This shit lagging a little bit. It might be the wind. In New Jersey, the wind going crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
He was on his way to becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, with acclaim for his dramatic performances and a promising future as a Marvel villain. But now actor Johnathan Majors is facing the possibility of up to a year in jail after a conviction on misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment in connection with an altercation involving his then-girlfriend. He sat down exclusively with me for his first interview since his arrest, discussing the relationship at the center of the trial, the role that he says race played, and why he didn't take the stand. Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture, and conversely, the impact of this. It's about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and giving my part of the story.
In an ABC News exclusive, actor Johnathan Majors.
Keep pausing this, right? But as you can see, he doesn't have that personality like most black actors do. Let's keep it a buck. I'm be honest. He doesn't have most personalities like we do. He looks like he's acting most of the time that he's talking. Like he's in a trance, and that's how he is. You feel me? I'm not taking anything from him. This is actual real life-changing situation. Because this could be actual serious shit. Well, this is serious shit that's going on. You get taken off of the top of the top Hollywood in general. You get taken out by Hollywood, and everything else could go downhill. So this is actually serious shit. But the way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he's sitting is not what I guess I'm accustomed seeing. I don't know. It's just his personality is kind of bland. That's all I'm gonna say. For a black person, his personality is kind of bland. I don't think anything pops out. His acting is great. I think his personality right now is not. It's just bland.
Down with me in his first interview since a jury handed down a guilty verdict for reckless harassment, a misdemeanor, and a violation of harassment in the second degree.
You know, I haven't I haven't seen my daughter in a long time.
Damn.
You know, and
don't hate the player. Don't hate.
A lot of it has to do with this situation. It all has to do with this situation. And she needs to see this, and the hard things need to be done. But it's been hard. You know, everything's kind of gone away.
The 34-year-old actor was a rising star.
This is our family story.
Lovecraft
known
Country.
for his roles in HBO's Lovecraft Country, Creed 3,
I'm coming for everything.
and Marvel productions like last year's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
You're an interesting man. Scott Lang.
And it was on that movie set back in 2021 where he met 30-year-old British dancer Grace Jabari. The pair dated until March of 2023 when Majors called 911 the day after a fight that was caught on surveillance video.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
See, I didn't see this.
She's unconscious. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning.
Police found Jabari on the closet floor of their apartment. Majors was arrested by New York City police, accused by Jabari of assault, strangulation, and harassment, convicted last month, but acquitted of 1 count of assault and 1.
Am I hearing this correctly? He said he was at the hotel. He came home and found her unconscious, and then he got arrested? Did I hear that correctly? Am I tripping? I'm about to go back. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Grace Jabari. The pair dated until March of 2023 when Majors called 911 the day after a fight that was caught on surveillance video.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. She's unconscious. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning.
Police found Jabari on the closet floor of their apartment. Majors was arrested by New York City police, accused by Jabari of assault, strangulation, and harassment, convicted last month, but acquitted of 1 count of assault and 1 count of aggravated harassment, meaning the jury didn't believe he assaulted her intentionally. Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked, and
if that's the information they're putting out, what the fuck is? Why is he
afraid?
going to jail?
I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
After the verdict, in a statement, Jabari's attorney wrote in part, "Justice was finally served today, proving that the truth can prevail even in the face of power. Grace did not choose to be in this situation. Grace has been publicly attacked as a result of her courage to testify to the truth, but her unwavering resolve to see this case through to the end was born out of her desire to give other survivors similar courage when justice requires." The prosecution has described your relationship with Grace.
We don't know. Just like in the Tory and the Megan situation, we don't know. This situation is, with the evidence they have shown so far, what the hell is going on? Truthfully. I don't know why he got his leg crossed like that. Maybe he nervous, shit. Let's go. Maybe I'm doing too much. I'm not gonna be judgmental. This is some serious ass shit and don't make sense. And it's totally true for what the evidence has provided so far. Y'all let me know down in the comments if I'm bugging or not, because I feel like I am not bugging. This feels like it's a setup, and they just wanted him out of that position or something.
Jabari is tumultuous and abusive. How would you describe that 2-year relationship?
I loved Grace. Our relationship was, it was not healthy, you know, and that began to reveal itself over time, but there was no abuse.
In court, Jabari claimed she sustained head injuries, but never said how she received them. Entered into evidence these partially redacted text messages from September of 2022.
Okay, it's just fake, and you have, I fear you have no perspective of what could have happened if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation if you do lie and suspect something. It's just fake. Okay. I'm gonna act like my brain can process what the fuck the first couple of sentences says, but he just, I guess, let her know what could happen if she goes to say, I guess, what happened. It's kind of weird. This kind of message is weird. I don't know what's going on above this message, but if you point out only this message, it could give a suspicious context of, okay, this person could possibly a person that could did something like this. But if they only got this text, you can't.
Writes, it's just fake. And I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions. And as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something. Jabari responds in part, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you?
This is literally a nightmare. I don't know what happened. I don't know what injuries you're talking about.
The July incident, 2022, where she says you started throwing things, including a candle. Tell us what happened there.
You know, we were in an argument. I was on the other side of the room, away from her, as I think she testified. And by my bedside table, I did a sweep. And I knocked over my candles. I completely lost my temper in that moment and threw it all on the ground. What she also said is that afterwards I wept and cried in the corner and said I was sorry and this.
Did you do
and
that?
I was, and I am.
The prosecution said you allegedly wrote, I'm a monster, a horrible man not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I've already put things in motion. Were you suicidal?
Yo,
I've been diagnosed with severe depression, you know, and I'm taking the steps needed to alleviate, you know, some of those symptoms, ideations of removing myself from situations permanently is a thought that I've had, since I was a kid.
It all came to a head in March of last year.
Okay, I'm glad we got the video right. This is the video I was watching. So I guess I'm saying it's just like it's leading up, I guess, to the climax to what has happened, I guess, throwing candles on the floor. I feel like that's not a big deal. He cried in the corner, shit. Some people are deeply love could really fuck somebody up in their head. Straight up. It's alright, you feel me? You ain't no less of a man if you go cry and shit like that. It's better than fucking killing somebody and taking somebody's life over some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you ain't less than a man, but certain shit you shouldn't do, so.
When Jabari and Majors got into a fight, much of it captured on surveillance video and used as evidence in the trial. Jabari testified that it all began when Majors received a text from another woman. He says it read, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you."
So let's go back to March 25th for a moment. You and then girlfriend Grace Jabari are in the backseat of a chauffeured car. She sees a text from another woman. Things seem to spiral from there. Yeah. What happened next?
Yeah, the text from another woman. Again, I said at the beginning, you know, I did that. I cop to it. I show her, right? It's in my hand. She grabs it. We scuffle for the phone. I pull the phone back. I receive my injuries. I open the door. I step out. She comes. Then one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I pick her up. I put her back in the car. I'm trying to get rid of her. I'm trying to get away from her. As the video shows, you know. Everything calms. We get out. We walk across the street. I escort her across the street. The moment we get across the street, she grabs me. She goes for the phone. I get free of her and I run.
For blocks?
Yeah, for blocks.
Surveillance video also shows Jabari talking to 3 strangers. She testified they offered to get her home. One of the bystanders can be seen speaking to Majors, who gestures for Jabari to get back into the car. He eventually leaves without her and goes to a hotel for the night. Jabari leaves with the bystanders.
So is that the hotel in the beginning we saw that he escaped the woman, Grace, whatever her fucking name is, the stupid girl. And then he comes like the next day, and then he found them, or the police found her unconscious.
Inside the car, you hit her in the face, twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
What happened?
She went to grab the phone. I held the phone. I pulled the phone back. She came on top of me, squeezed my face, slapped me. That's all I remember.
So she ends up with a 1-inch cut behind her ear.
Laceration, yes, ma'am.
Fractured finger.
Yeah.
Maybe from
How did those
slapping him? Maybe that's from grabbing his face. Like, what evidence is this? This shit is stupid as shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't.
I have no question.
What's interesting about the jury's verdict, it's so nuanced because they're saying you didn't intend to injure her.
Right.
But the result of your recklessness injured her.
Right.
Were you reckless?
I was reckless with her heart.
Not with her body.
Not with her body.
But never hit a woman.
Never hit a woman. My hands have never struck a woman. Ever. When the actual testimony came, the driver said, she did everything, meaning Grace. He did nothing.
The witness.
Referring to myself.
So,
Majors claims Jabari
this is
attacked
bullshit,
him, ripping his coat, scratching his face and arm. These are photos, he says, are of his injuries, but were deemed inadmissible in court.
My injuries were a scratch on my hand.
So when you're black and you're messing with a white woman and she hits you, it's not this. You can't use that. You're supposed to take it. You've been a slave for thousands of years. You're okay. You get hit, slapped, pissed, punched, abused, police brutality, all that shit. That shit don't matter. It's what you did to the other person. You said something wrong to the other person. You deserved all that shit. That's what I'm getting from this, right? Or am I wrong right now?
You know, from clogging for the phone.
Bullshit.
And I had a gash on my,
at
the time I had a beard. Under my beard I had essentially a fingernail scratch on my I guess my cheek from pressure, you know.
You chose not to take the witness stand. Why?
Yes, ma'am. The driver.
You thought that was compelling enough. He had said enough.
Well, not just the driver, you know. She was doing everything, he was doing nothing. Well, that's what I was going to say.
How we get up there?
Mr. Majors, did you see any injuries on her? No, I didn't. Clinical experts, the detective I spoke to, all who testified before I did. But after all of that, what was I going to add?
Johnathan, how do you feel right
During the trial, an audio recording was presented in court by the prosecution of Johnathan Majors and Grace Jabari during an argument.
How dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house? Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife. My temper, my shit, my travel, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman.
There are some who question, especially in the black community.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her speak because I was gonna say if he's referring to this white girl as a Coretta Scott and you're talking about Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, I don't think you're looking at the right color, sir. Be completely honest with you, and it has nothing to do with. You know what? It has something to do with it actually. You know what I was about to say too. Just keep it a buck. That is a white lady. You just referred to her as a white lady. I mean a black lady Michelle Obama, and Barack Obama. Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King. Those you prefer. That's the only problem I have so far with this. Everything else is clear cut, showing that this is not anything he's doing. He's just trying to put her in that position, and she's not meant for it. She's meant to fuck up everything else. As you can see, that's what currently is happening.
As you're probably well aware, that people were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama?
Example,
give us like
still,
the context of the conversation.
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. You know, these great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. I was attempting, and I did a terrible job at it apparently, I was attempting to motivate, to enlighten, to give perspective as into what it is I was hoping to get out of the relationship. I think that's fair.
In her closing argument, your attorney said that your greatest fear of being a black man in America calling 911 came true, suggesting that race was a part of this. Do you feel that race is a part of this?
I mean, yeah, I mean.
Of course.
Of course it is. You know, like, without question. I mean, that quote-unquote guilty verdict, you know, well, guilty verdict, no quote-unquote, you know, like, you might as well put that on my birth certificate.
You think a white man facing the same allegations would have been arrested, charged, convicted?
I'll take it further. If you watch those videos and you reverse that, and you saw a black man chasing a young white girl down the street, screaming and crying, that man is going to be shot and killed in the streets of New York City. That black man will feel that.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office responded saying in part that they do their speaking in court. Jabari's attorney responded to this interview saying it is not at all surprising that Mr. Majors continues to take no accountability for his actions. His denigration of our jury system is not dissimilar from the above-the-law attitude that he has maintained throughout this legal process. The timing of these new statements demonstrates a clear lack of remorse for the actions for which he was found guilty and should make the sentencing decisions fairly easy for the court. Ms. Jabari will continue to speak the truth and seek justice in the appropriate forums in a continued effort to respect our legal process.
Grace, as you know, was arrested and charged for assault, but will not face prosecution.
Right.
You have thoughts on that?
You need to hire O.J. Simpson, motherfucker.
That's hurtful.
Lawyer.
That's really hurtful. And why is it hurtful? Because, again, I know what happened. Movies don't matter. Work don't matter. Yale education doesn't matter. In that moment, what I felt was, oh, I'm nothing.
Throughout the trial, Major's girlfriend, actress Megan Good, was right by his side. She was also present for our conversation.
You've mentioned Megan a few times.
Yeah.
We've seen her right by your side, going in and out of court throughout the whole trial.
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship?
It's a miracle. She's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta, you know. I'm so blessed to have her, you know. The relationship is still fresh, but, you know, I think I found her, yeah.
The one.
I hope she just stick with me.
Major's career as a rising Hollywood actor is now in limbo. Future appearances playing Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe have been scrapped.
You hear the verdict.
Yeah.
The same day Marvel drops you. Your reaction?
Same hour. Same half hour, I think. It's like the world stopped. You know? It's like you work so hard for things, and then
taken away.
It's done, And in that same breath, I thought, man, that was cool.
How so?
I was a supervillain, and I got to play multiple characters, with a group of people that really cared nothing about anything else except making really cool movies and giving their actors whatever they need to tell those stories. And I'm so proud of it.
You think you'll ever work in Hollywood again?
Yeah, I do. I pray I do. But it's God's plan and God's timing.
For those who say, look, he's convicted at this point.
Like, I'm really listening because honestly, like, this is my life. Like, this woman is playing with, and it's a real life shit. So you try to digest it all in one 17-minute clip. But you get both sides of everything, but you completely get Johnathan Major's side. And a lot of people might be looking at it from a different lens, but I feel like deep down they fucked over this man and Hollywood and Disney and all that shit. And even the judge, I feel like this shit is all put together to get him out of that position. Because there's no way this has gone down like this. And he has been sentenced to 1 year and dropped off of everything like this. It's crazy.
What would you say? I mean, do you deserve a second chance?
Well, I think I do. I think I do.
I have a question. I don't have too much information on why Robert Downey Jr. was in jail. I think a couple other actors in general, not even Marvel, but he got a second chance, so why can't he get a second chance, huh?
I think that.
Majors is set to be sentenced next month, but says he and his legal team plan to appeal.
Hi, everyone. Appeal, y'all. And that's the video right there. And I'll express my full opinion about this whole thing, and it's fully saddening how this has gone down. And I'm gonna leave it to what I just said the whole time video. This video is long enough. I hope you guys appreciate that. I did drop another video I dropped a video last week, by the way. It's age restricted, so you guys do have to log into your account and then come back to my account if you do fuck with me and mess with me like I mess with you guys to update and drop every Friday. But yeah, I feel like this all in all was a great video. But it just shows the vulnerability someone has in a situation like this, and especially for someone giving us great content on a big movie screen on a year-to-year basis. It's strong. Hey, I'm gonna say Johnathan Majors might not be like the typical black guy, but I feel like he has put himself in the best position before this has happened. I feel like he could and will get a second chance, and he deserves a second chance at that. And I definitely appreciate and actually saluting Megan Good as well, standing beside somebody like this, because a lot of other women would just be in it for the money or the extent of things. But hopefully that relationship do work out. And I know a lot of y'all like Megan Good, but she might be a little too older for y'all, and she might probably find the one. So don't be hating on this man because he got your crush. You feel me? You weren't gonna get her anyway. Okay, just telling y'all the truth. But if anything, make sure you comment down what y'all feel about this whole entire interview, because I feel like I spread my feelings about this through and through, whole thing. And I feel like it was a setup. So let me know how y'all feel. Make sure y'all like and subscribe so you can drop more content. And yeah, leave it like that. If you have any videos you want me to react to, drop down on my Instagram. It's humbledstunna, and just let me know what video it is. Put the link in the in my DMs, and I'll check it out. I'll react to it. Shit, just let me know what it is about. It's a little bit, so I don't get myself into trouble or age restrictions and stuff like that. But like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.